Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a review and first impression on the new L'Oreal Miss Manga Voluminous Rock Mascara. And this is the second one in the line of the Miss Manga. This is the first one, the original one that came out. This one was very similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but for a drugstore price. And this one is supposed to be on trend for that more spidery rock eyelash that is on the runway that you see right now. So I just wanted to see how this worked because I did like the original and I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and kind of try something new with my lashes because I'm not typically a fan of the more spidery lash, but I know a lot of people are, so I figured I'd give this a go and see how this worked for you guys to see if maybe you liked it. My lashes aren't the greatest right now because I'm pregnant and I find that they kind of disappear when I'm pregnant. I tend to lose a lot of lashes. But with that being said, I still thought it would be a good idea to do a first impression on this, see if it smudges or flakes or anything like that, and see how it holds up throughout the day. So if you want to see how it applies, stay tuned next, and then I'll be checking in throughout the day to show you how that wears. This is what the new Miss Manga Rock Mascara looks like, the packaging. It is the yellow packaging versus the old version, which is Miss Manga Voluminous, just the original. And these are the two different packagings. I really love this mascara, and it reminded me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, just for a fraction of the cost. And I have always used the original Voluminous by L'Oreal as well. This one is geared towards more spider-like lashes, which I personally am not particularly a fan of. This is supposed to give you that kind of spiky rock lash. So we're gonna go and give this a try today, and I'm going to wear it throughout my day and see how it performs. It says it's flake and smudge free, so we'll see if that is the case. And I got the shade Blackest Black. Struggling. So this was $9.99 at Shoppers Drug Mart. Probably could find it cheaper somewhere else, but I saw it was on sale in the flyer at Shoppers. So I decided to pick it up there because I knew it would be available, and I didn't bother checking at Walmart. So I haven't seen it at my local Walmart, but I'm sure it's there by now. This is what the brush looks like. It has a lot of spikes on it. It's supposed to pick up a lot of product, so that's why it's designed the way it is. And this is the brush compared to the original Voluminous Miss Manga. So you can tell that it has a lot more bristles. They're longer and it's more classic type bristles, and this one is more of the spiky rubbery type bristles, much shorter. The original wand is super bendy. This one doesn't have that, I don't believe. It bends a little at the tip, but it doesn't bend further down like the original one does. So we are going to go ahead and apply this to the lashes. And that was one coat to that eye. And now we're gonna do the other eye. The formula isn't too wet. I hate wet mascaras, and I typically hate every mascara I try initially. There's been the exception, but I like my mascaras to dry a bit. This isn't too wet right now, so that is okay. But it does give you a lot of volume. I can tell I need to let it dry because it feels a little bit heavy on my lashes right now. That's one coat. I'd probably leave it there for my personal preference, but this is said to really give that spidery rock looking lash, so I'm going to apply a second coat and just see how it is because I want to try something new. I want to step out of my own comfort zone. So with the second coat on top, this is definitely giving that clumpy spidery effect. As I said, this is something I probably wouldn't wear on a normal basis, but definitely wanted to try something new. And I know a lot of people really do like the look of spidery like lashes, so it's all about personal preference, but figured I'd give it a try. I did like it with one layer though, but this is what two will look like. I definitely wouldn't go for 3 layers because this is a lot. I haven't got any on my eyelid space, which is surprising. Normally I always do. I'm going to put a little bit extra on this eye. Whoopsie. They said this is good for the bottom lashes as well, so we're gonna go right ahead and do that. So this is supposed to give you that more doll-like eye. So that is the finished eye makeup mascara. So far it hasn't smudged or flaked, but what time is it? It is 10:30 right now, so I'm going to leave this on as long as I can. I'm going to go about my day like usual. My initial impressions of this right now is that it is a little bit clumpy, but it's supposed to be like that to give you the volume that you need for that more spiky-eyed look. So it did do its job. You'll definitely need the 2 coats to give that more rock type look. I really liked it with the 1 coat. It looked really natural and nice. 2, I'm getting used to it. I typically don't wear my lashes like this, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And it did give a lot of volume, and it gave a lot of volume from root to tip. So that's really important to note. I don't particularly care for it on my lower lashes. I thought I had to work with the brush a lot to really get it to look the way I kind of wanted it to look. So I do have other brushes that I think work a little bit better on the lower lashes, but so far it looks good for the upper lashes. So I'm excited to see how this wears throughout the day. I will check back in with you guys in a little bit and see how it is doing. So I'll see you guys in a few. So I showed you periodically throughout the day kind of how the mascara was performing, and it is smudge free. I did notice some flaking, so between the 8 and 9 hour mark I noticed that this eye was flaking a little bit more. This one had maybe 1 or 2 specks throughout the whole day, which are very tiny, barely even noticeable, but this one started flaking a little bit more. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe because this side has my fringe and maybe it was hitting my lashes, causing it to flake off a bit. So I'm assuming maybe that's what happened with this eye. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with how it did hold up despite the little bit of flaking that was happening on this eye. But as I said, it's really not that noticeable. I don't even think you can pick it up on camera, but if you do look close with a compact mirror, you can definitely tell that there is a couple flakes going on underneath my eye. If you're into the spiky lash effect that this gives, apparently I was reading the back of this and you can make it even more extreme by holding this vertically and just using the tip of it to give even more of a point to your lashes. So this definitely gives that spiked lash effect. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it definitely gives that effect it's going for on the back. And you're either a fan or you're not of this. On me personally, I'm not a big fan of the spiky lash look, just on me personally, but on other people I think it looks really good. If you're a fan of the L'Oreal Telescopic, I find the formulas pretty similar. The brushes are slightly different. They're very different, but in one sense they're actually kind of similar. And I really like the Telescopic. I just don't build it up as much as you can to get a similar effect to this. For the brushes for these, they have these spaces, these gaps where there's no bristles, that have a space where it really picks up a lot of product, and then it has the shorter bristles. But the bristles are slightly longer and there's more of those indents. So this one only has 4, it's a square, and this one is triangular, so it has a little bit more, but it's very similar, the brushes. So I actually really like the Telescopic for my lower lashes. This one I don't so much. just because this brush is a little bit smaller and easier to work with than this for my lower lashes. And that's the only reason, but they are a similar formula. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression review on the new L'Oreal Miss Manga Rock Mascara. I hope this helps some of you out, whether you are interested in purchasing this or not. Some of my comparisons and recommendations, also in case you're into the whole spider lash, really spiky lash effect, then definitely give this a try because I think you would really like it. But that will be everything for today. As I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you in my next one. I don't know if you guys were watching my pregnancy videos with Alex, but this is definitely a different shape compared to last time. Not that that really means anything, but so I'm like drenched in water. And Alex just ran in here naked. Hey, don't pee on my stuff.